So now that we have seen how comics are displayed, it's a great time to talk about the third pillar of the Phicno platform, community. One of the things we noticed during multiple visits to comic conventions, particularly Comic-Con San Diego, is that the spirit of indie comics is being replaced by the onslaught of studio marketing and merchandising. The days of going to a convention and meeting your favorite author is being lost with each new Marvel and DC blockbuster release. So we wanted to try and bring back that connection between author and fan. Let's start with the obvious, commenting. You can see here that a fan Schlugs has submitted a comment for this particular issue. And in fact, it looks like the author actually commented back directly. That's pretty cool. But again, we wanted to create a more personal connection between authors and fans, so we created what we call Message the Author Directly. I'd like to show you that now. But before I do that, it's worth noting that we have heard from many fans that spoilers are a big problem on sites like Phicno. So we added the ability to turn off and on comments. So if you're a fan that doesn't like spoilers, you simply turn off the comments. Now, back to messaging the author. Just below the comment icon is a little message icon. If you click that button, you'll notice a pop-up appears profiling the author, showing some of their other work, and here are some fields for you to message the author directly. There's a subject line for you to give a subject to your message. There's a drop-down menu that lists all of the author's work so that you can select which work of interest you are messaging the author for, and of course a comment area for you to add in your comments. Now you must be logged in to submit a comment to the author, so if you click anywhere in this interface, you'll notice you get an alert saying that you must log in. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so now that I'm logged in, I go back to the message icon and I can type in hello from your fan. I see here that there are three issues that I can select. I'm going to stay on this first issue since that's the one that's of interest to me. And I'm just going to say, hello Miasma, I really like your Blood Dragon comic. Just thought you should know that you have a real fan on Phicno. Right? I go ahead and I click message the author. You can see that the message has been sent. And now, if I go into my account, which we have not previously seen yet, you'll notice amongst a whole bunch of other features that we will go into later, there is a message center under the fan toolset. Now, I'm the one that sent this message, so the subject line, hello from your fan, sender is me, and sent at this time. If Miasma logs into their account, they will see the same line in their message center, but it'll say when it was received, and it'll say that the sender was me. And they'll have the ability to reply directly to that message, and we can internally, through Phicno, have a dialogue and establish a relationship between author and fan. We also recognize that building a great indie comics community isn't just about connecting fans and their favorite authors. It's about trying to make it easier for great content to be produced. That means connecting authors with great illustrators and great illustrators with great colorists and inkers and typesetters. We call this our LinkedIn for comics, and it's found here in the Get Connected section. What you see here is every non-fan in the system listed out, categorized by authors, illustrators, publishers, and typesetters. We also have colorists and inkers, though there are not any currently signed up on the Phicno platform. When I made a reference to non-fan, that was related to a setting in your edit profile that you can come in and update when you first log in. By default, every new user is marked as a fan. However, if you mark yourself as an author, a colorist, an illustrator, an inker, a typesetter, or a publisher, fill out your avatar, fill out your author intro, fill out your social URLs if you have them. These will all be collected and displayed on the Get Connected section as well as in the Message the Author section. They will also show up on every user's unique homepage. This is a great place for you to market and promote yourself. And also, you have the ability to connect directly with an author if you are an illustrator, or an illustrator if you are an author. In the same way that we message the author directly, if I were to complete this form and send a message, that particular illustrator, Frank Grau, would receive a message inside their message center, and we could get connected with each other and start a relationship and hopefully collaborate on a future project. We think this is the coolest and most unique feature of Phicno, and we are super proud to be helping to connect great content creators together.